Hi there. Welcome to another edition of World Wine Review. Today we're going to be going to Portugal, and we're going to be looking at a very special wine called Vinho Verde. Vinho Verde is also the name of the wine region where this wine is produced. I'm going to give you some details on it so you have some background on it. The Vinho Verde wine region translates into the words green wine and does not really attribute the description of the color of wine to the name. It refers to the tradition of drinking these wines while they are young. Vinho Verde is Portugal's largest wine region and is also one of the most challenging places to grow the wine. Unlike most regions in Portugal, Vinho Verde is not protected by northern or western mountains. The region's border starts at the Minho River, which separates North Portugal from Spain and follows the Atlantic coast to Oporto. When you head south of Oporto, the wine region's border follows and then crosses the Douro River. Several other rivers, including the Ave, Lima, and Cavado, crisscross Vinho Verde. The region is not very wide, with its widest point being 50 miles. The climate is very mild and damp and gets approximately 59 inches of rain a year, much of it in the spring and fall. That makes the planting and protecting and harvesting the grapes very challenging. There's always a constant threat of rot, fungus, and frost. To combat this, you'll see the vines being laid in very unique ways. Specifically, they'll be trailing along strings and wires, arching overhead, pergola style, and even climbing trunks of trees. Some growers even encourage their vines to grow across cross-shaped structures or vertical poles. There were two reasons to develop these methods. First, to save space and leave room for farming beneath the grapevines, and also to allow airflow through the plants to combat the problems that I mentioned earlier. These soils are basically granite-based with sandy, high acidity. Other areas have schist or slate that predominate. That rhymes. The majority of the vineyards are planted on gentle slopes, but there are some that are planted on steep and terraced slopes. The Vinho Verde became a wine region of Portugal in 1908 and achieved DO status in 1949, and that is like our VQA here in Ontario. I'm just going to zoom in here so you get an idea. There is the designation of their VQA, if you will. There's also a very specialized quality control mark that is on the other side of this bottle. In 1959, the region passed a special quality seal called Selo de Garantia or Selo de Origem. The seal appears on every bottle of Vinho Verde wine and tells you the year the wine was bottled and includes a serial number. I'm going to turn this around and you'll see where it is on this one. This one says Selo de Garantia, and it was bottled in 2009. This particular bottle has a 9% alcohol content. Vinho Verde wines are known for their slight sparkle. This is due to the fact that they allow for malolactic fermentation to occur. And that creates the carbon dioxide in the wine. Now, it's just a slight sparkle. It's not considered a sparkling wine by any means. Okay, let's pour some of the wine so we can check it out. As you can see, there's a little bit of sparkle in the wine. Okay, let's give it a swirl. And let's take a sniff and see what we come up with here. Well, I come up with two things, maybe three. It starts out on the inhale. I get a detection of flint. It's not very pronounced, but it's there, and it lasts for a second or two, and then aromas of basically apple come up. Towards the end of the apple scent, there's a little bit of citrus, but you know, that's sort of iffy. Then the flint takes over again, and all this happens, you know, over 3 or 4 seconds, and then it tends to die off as far as any other aromas are concerned. Okay, let's now take a taste. Okay, you see the color of the wine is a pale straw color. The impressions I get of the wine are very light, spritzy, watery qualities at the beginning palate. They continue right through, but on the mid palate, a noticeable lemon-lime mineral combination kicks in and basically goes all the way through to the back palate. When you swallow, there is a lingering citrusy mineral aftertaste that lingers for quite a while. I would describe this as mineral water with a kick. It's light and refreshing, and is very obviously high in acidity, and is probably quite suitable for a summer patio sipper. My opinion on this is that this is a nice little wine for $8.95. It lends itself as a refreshing patio sipper, but is certainly a usable alternative as a lighter wine to the heavier wines used with food. The description has it as recommended to match with salads, seafood, or fish, but if you know me, I don't limit the matching to just these. Remember, my sensitivity quotient profile is sweet hypersensitive, so with this in mind, I'm giving it a regular rating of 86 and a Monday to Thursday rating of 91. Well, that's it for today. We'll see you again on World Wine Review.